Hello. I had this late night debrief with an old friend, and it really changed my perspective on a couple of things. So I'm gonna tell you. I've always felt this sense of loneliness, and I have family friends around me. I'm not that lonely, but in a way where I just want someone, I just want a close friend who I can call whenever something bad or good happens to me, whenever I'm just, I don't know, going through something, and when I just want to let it out. The one thing that I realized is you gotta deal with their shit. In order to build that type of relationship, you gotta deal with their shit, and they're gonna have to deal with your shit as well. You gotta accept the ugly parts of them, and they're gonna accept the ugly parts of you too. And I think that's just what I've been scared of. I've been scared of other people not accepting the ugly parts of myself, and so subconsciously I'm not accepting theirs, and I'm guilty of this. Is so bad, but I feel like for a man, we have all these standards. We want this in a man. That's how I think personally. But I'm not the type of person who if he doesn't meet 2 of the 5 standards or 3 of the 5 standards, I'm not nah, bro. I don't turn away that easily when I see potential. With a man, it's I'm gonna work through it. But with people, with friends, I feel like I didn't think that way. Subconsciously, I feel nah, these people have to meet all 5 of my standards, or else I'm not really friends with them. I'm in disbelief. Honestly, damn, why did I even think like that? Yeah, I realized you just have to accept their ugly parts and deal with their shit. And you have to want to deal with their shit as well, Also, a new term that I know about, but I didn't really know the meaning of it, is surface level friends. I feel like I've been having that, and that's why I want something more personal and something more deep. I think it's because I've been having a surface level friendship because it's easier to cut them off. Not that I cut them one of my friends off like that, but it's just easier to cut them off, right? Because you don't know their shit and they don't know your shit, and so it's whatever, it's just let's say you go to school together, okay, talk about biology, talk about chemistry, and then you hang out and study together, whatever, but it's not you just haven't shared something vulnerable. That's why it's easier to cut them off. I've been listening to this podcast, The Diary of a CEO, and one of the guests said that we are social animals, and so when someone comes to us and asks for our help, we feel satisfied. You have that satisfied feeling. You feel honored, let's say a friend calls you up and they say, can you talk for a few minutes? I'm going through something and I feel really alone. To me, I feel I would be yeah, of course. I'm glad that you called me. I feel honored, that you called me, that you trust me with your personal stuff. And so, one of the things he said is when you're feeling down, call your friends. If you don't call your friends to talk about it, when you need to let it out, you're not trusting them. You're denying them that honor, you're denying them that satisfying feeling. And that's also how you build trust. You don't build trust by offering people help. You build trust by asking for help, because you're letting them see this side of you, that's not always happy, that's not always optimistic. Just the realization. Good talk.